part 4. As long as you're taking off the intake, you might as well pull off your throttle body. This gasket doesn't particularly look bad, but we're going to place it anyway. If you come this far, spend an extra couple bucks and replace your gasket. We're gonna pause here and clean it up a little bit. Now we cleaned that up. And we're gonna put the throttle body gasket in here. Same as the intake. It's got your little nubs. You just push it in. Let's see. 1 hole, 2 holes. It just fits on there like that. Just kind of snaps in place, almost kind of falls in place. But hopefully you heard that. Just put the bolts in there. There's no torque spec for this one, so you just tighten it up. Don't over tighten it. There's no reason. It's just throttle body. It's not a belt housing or anything. Be very careful with that. I got the M18 quarter-inch. That puts about 80 foot-pounds, 80, 90 foot-pounds. Be very ginger with it. You do not need 90 foot-pounds on these bolts. Now we're going to put it back in. Back here. Make sure the hose is free back there. Can you see that? Yeah. Where's that hose? You got your PCV hose back here. Can you see it? That goes into the back of the intake. I don't know if you can. This little hose right here. Here, show that to me again. That hose goes from the hose right there. That goes to the back of your intake. If your hands are small enough to get back there. Mine aren't really. Alright. Now, first, just start putting your studs down there to hold in place. Make sure you're in the right spots. Just do it all by hand. At first. And we'll torque it and do whatever else that's needed. Just get one in the front, one in the back started. So it's in the right spots. There we go. So you gotta shift it a little bit sometimes. It's nothing bad. Just get everything placed where they need to be. see where all the studs placements are. If you got smaller hands than me, it's going to be easier for you to get around the sensors. Scraping my knuckle on the IAC every time I turn this thing. And there's going to be a bolt in the back on the driver's side. An actual bolt, not just a stud. And there's going to be a bolt in the front on the passenger side. You just run those down by hand and then torque them. And also something that I noticed here on the intake of the runners, it tells you what cylinder it is, in case you don't know Dodge products. 1, and here it says 2, 2, 3, 4, if you can see that. So, in case you didn't know. No, just power. Let's see. What size was that? 10? Remember, this is a plastic intake. You don't have to do much to it. Where's my ratchet? Well, that's the... Stick that last one down here. Close to impossible to get at. Might opt out and get new intake bolts if you want. Bolts and studs. At this point, ours isn't corroded badly, so we're not going to be doing that. Make sure we don't pinch any wires. Map and coolant temperature sensor on. Our cables goes in first. Bolts back on there. Bend your oil. Stick back, dipstick. After I find my ratchet.
Continue.
Alright, now this is a 10mm bolt. Tightening this bracket back up. go in. Shouldn't really matter. Put that in there. Throttle cable, kind of important. We're going to push this forward. You don't have to really for this cable, just pull it out and push it on that nub, pop it in. And we're going to take this cable, the throttle cable, we're going to bend it over, and you see where it goes in right there. You push it in, that's in place. All right. We're going to stop this right here, and we're going to replace the O-rings to the injectors, and then we'll continue.